It's been a while since we did an update on Luce Cannon, but apparently things hasn't gotten any better for Luce Cannon. It's actually gotten worse.
Luce Cannon
right?
is going
Luce
to jail,
Cannon is
like
in
all
a
the
world of ish right now, and there's really like no bright light ahead of the tunnel from what I'm looking at, man. So Luce Cannon was apparently back in court after he tried to pull a fast one on the court system. Luce Cannon is currently in jail on RICO charges involving a Rolling 60 and Big U. But a lot of people don't know or probably hasn't been too tapped in or forgot all about it. But Luce Cannon is still facing charges in a no-jumper beatdown. Y'all remember when Luce Cannon recorded himself pistol whipping and beating up this dude called Jay Reed outside of no jumper? Well, Jay Reed went ahead and filed charges. I mean, I think we all knew Jay Reed was filing charges, bro. The minute I seen that interview and Jay Reed was shedding the tear and
I didn't know he did. So he pistol whipped it. Who the fuck is Jay Reed? Bro, where I been at, bro? Y'all gotta catch. Maybe I'm finna catch up right now. Don't mind me. I'm sitting there rolling my funky with my grabber leaf sitting here in my hand right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sniffling. I knew this man was calling the police, and there's not a goddamn thing anybody could do about it or make him feel bad about it.
Situation, brother. You know, this ain't what I wanted. This ain't what I expected from anybody. When I tell you I went there on love, man, that's what I went there on love, and I thought the brother was my brother. I really did. I thought Wack was my folks. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. And so for me, I'm just grateful I walked out there with my life, and I'm grateful to have you, Rock, to be able to put on this platform so you can understand and see. I'm not who they trying to make me out to be, bro. I really got love out here for these streets. And these tears ain't tears of sadness, brother. Just believe that I'm happy to be alive today.
This incident was actually referenced in Luce Cannon's indictment. However, he wasn't officially charged with this in the RICO. They just mentioned this to prove how dangerous he was.
Right.
We're not about to rehash the entire incident. Essentially, Jay Reed pulled up to no jumper because Luce Cannon called him over to no jumper for a meeting. When Jay Reed got there, Luce Cannon and Jay Reed apparently had some words back and forth. That led to Luce Cannon beating him up, pistol whipping him, stripping him down.
Damn.
Jay Reed's friend was there. He got knocked out too. He got stripped butt naked.
Bro.
So we ultimately did a video where we showed the police report. Jay Reed, I believe, was trying to sue No Jumper as
now. Jay Reed is a smart I ain't gonna say young man. He's a smart OGN. That's old gangster nigga. He's just saying. Because if you think you finna pistol whip me, knock me out, rob me, strip me butt naked, and record it, and you think I'm not gonna call the popo on you? You highly mistaken.
Call the popo, huh?
Highly mistaken, buddy. I promise you. The popo will be here in 2-3. I'm not even gonna leave the scene before the police pull up. Do you hear me? Y'all niggas is crazy because, like I said, I can't go crash out because if I go crash out as much as I want to, and as much as I would, like, nigga, I'm like, I ain't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'll crash for sure. But I can't crash because if I crash, I'm gonna go do the jail for the rest of my life. So, I'm gonna call the police and you gonna do the jail for the rest of your life.
well. We don't know what the update of that is or if the lawsuit is still continuing. We'll update you when we get more information. So, fast forward to where we're at now, where, you know, the police have picked up the charges.
Right.
And they were looking to charge Luce Cannon.
Right.
However, Luce Cannon, being quick thinking, came up with a creative way to dodge charges, at least temporarily.
Right.
And we have on the plate, we have the buster ass Luce Cannon.
Y'all always ask me to show y'all exactly how to get rich on YouTube, so I made a full-blown course. It's not complete yet, but you can order it right now. There's 5 hours of content in it right now. It'll be like 12 or 15-hour full course once it's done. It'll be done by April 1st, all right? So click the link in the description, get your course, and start learning how to really get rich on YouTube. I'm not just no one-hit wonder type guy. No, I have more than 40 channels that make me hundreds of thousands of dollars all together every single month. Like, I'm checking straight bags off of this, just sitting in my crib, recording, making videos. So if you want to learn exactly how I do it, I'm showing you how to clip farm, how to edit, how to upload, how to make thumbnails, how to develop your character, how to make shorts, how to make clips, right? I'm giving you every piece of every single type of strategy that you will ever need to get rich on YouTube. So click that link. It's not a super cheap course, but it ain't expensive. It's only $150. And if you use the code MACMULA, you could get 20% off of that $150. So go get you some money.
We have this lying-ass dude, man. This dude is something else, man. I can't tell y'all, man, that this dude, bro, this dude do some of the diabolical stuff I ever seen in my life. Now, we all remember the no jumper incident, right?
Right.
With Jay Reed and the other brother, right? You know they filed a case on that, man. You know,
That's what they should have.
for whoever went down there filed a complaint, they filed a complaint, and they picked up that case, bro. But this is the catch right here. This dude, Luce Cannon, told the people that it was his brother.
So he got a twin, right?
Yesterday. He went down to his parole officer. His parole officer told him that he had to take him in because he had a warrant.
I think he got a twin, if I'm not mistaken. They look just alike.
He explained to the parole officer that, man, I was in jail when that jumped off. So the parole officer looked at it. He was like, oh, yeah, man, you was in jail. So after that,
So he tried to blame his brother?
him and cut him loose and told him he had to go to court the next day. So when he got to the court building, they told him, irregardless if it was a mistake or not,
He still got to get booked.
they was going to keep him and give him a no bail.
Damn.
So his parole officer had to come down there and straighten everything out with all the stipulations, all the paperwork, and all that type of stuff. And I have the document I'm going to put inside the video.
Luce Cannon's brother and him, they talk the same. They have the same temperament, the same mannerism.
Yeah.
And they probably lie equally as well. Okay. So I had to actually see the documents myself for me to actually entertain this story. And I seen it, and apparently it's true.
Okay.
So
for everybody that's not, I think they twins, if I'm not mistaken. I think, but I don't know. But obviously they brothers. But Luce Cannon got charged for the robbery and the beatdown of Jay Reed. Luce Cannon said it wasn't me as his brother, so they believed him and placed a warrant on his brother. Arrested his brother, and his brother like, nigga, that wasn't me. I was locked up at the time when this shit happened. That's diabolical.
Because it's true, right? I seen the documents. Luce Cannon is quite possibly one of the most diabolical human beings I've ever met.
That's out of pocket.
Now,
bro.
fortunately for the twin brother, him and Luce Cannon, like you could tell they were identical at some point when they were kids, but as they got over due to eating habits, Luce Cannon gained a little weight. The brother stayed skinny.
Yeah.
Fortunately for the twin brother, he don't look
exactly
that much like Luce Cannon. This is a video of Luce Cannon's brother. I mean, you could look at him.
He look exactly like him, but I know what they saying. Like, he got a beard. He a little skinnier. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the same nigga when you know what I'm saying?
Brother, and tell us not Luce Cannon. They look similar. You know, I'm sure at some point in their lives they probably look identical, but at this point they don't look too much identical. You could tell a difference. If you're Jay Reed, you would know if this was the brother who was pistol whipping you or if it was Luce Cannon pistol whipping you.
Right.
All right, and you can look at the camera footage. I'm sure No Jumper have no problem turning over that, you know, like that footage, even though the police don't really need the No Jumper footage, they can turn it over. There's videos of Luce Cannon in the building that day. Like, like there's footage of Luce Cannon online on the internet talking about how like he had to beat up Jay Reed because Jay Reed was talking. So I don't even understand how Luce Cannon could try to get this off, but he did try to get it off.
He's a fucking idiot, bro.
And we may laugh and joke because Luce Cannon antics are absolutely ridiculous. But at the end of the day, man, when you sit back and really look at this and really break it down, this is sad. Like, this is disgusting, man.
You sent your brother
if there's one person who should not betray you, it's your brother.
And you know your brother on parole and shit, probation or whatever. And you know he could get locked up for this shit. And like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You on a RICO. Your ass ain't getting out. Nigga, you on No Jumper admitting to extorting and robbing and kidnapping. What the fuck? You on interview on camera admitting to kidnapping, extorting, robbing, beating up rappers. What the fuck? Nigga, we know like you're not getting out of jail, bro. Like, so,
and being brothers were close enough, but my twin brother, that's the one person I expect to take a bullet for me and to die for me will be my twin brother.
Yeah.
That's not somebody I would expect to lie on me, betray me, throw me under the bus, and try to get me in jail. Now, do it count as cooperating? Because I did see a few YouTube videos saying Luce Cannon snitched, he cooperated, But can you really snitch and cooperate if it's a lie?
Bro, that's worse, if you ask me. If I snitch on you and you really rob me, and you could call me a snitch, sure. I mean, I have no problem with you calling me a snitch. Because I snitched. I told. I went to the police and I told them what happened. That's cool. I'm a snitch. If I go to the police and say you robbed me and I know damn well you ain't robbed me, I'm worse than a snitch. That's just low down, diabolical, bogus as hell in every aspect of life, nigga. That's worse.
Like, is it snitching if it's still... Let me know in the comment section. Is it snitching if it's a lie? I think
it's worse, bro.
Because technically, you're still lying to the police. You're not telling the truth.
I have the document where he went to jail. The case has been filed. But I'm telling you, man, this dude, Luce Cannon, is a lying, telling ass MF, bro.
Yeah, he bogus as hell.
He's just like his daddy. I don't care what nobody says. He is daddy reincarnated like a mug, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. This dude just like his daddy, man. How diabolical it is. You tell the people that was your brother. Why you didn't put it on somebody else? You were gonna tell.
Exactly.
Say it was somebody else. And this is why I be laughing at these dudes be thinking this dude, Luce Cannon, is just like that. And there he had everybody fooled. He had all you dudes fooled to the point. Especially when he did that stuff with no jumper.
I'm sure they'll figure out fairly quickly that the twin brother had nothing to do with this and is actually Luce Cannon. But the bad news is actually compounding because outside of this situation with no jumper, Luce Cannon don't have a lawyer anymore. So Luce Cannon lawyer actually filed to
this is a play-by-play of what's gonna happen when your dumb ass join the streets, okay? You're going to get your goofy ass locked up, okay? And after you get locked up, every one of these niggas that try to act like they hard, act like they gangster, act like they all this shit, right? They going to all get on the internet and act like they the roughest, toughest gangster that ever lived in the history of life. And then they going to get in themselves. And then they going to get tired of being in themselves. I don't give a fuck how rough or tough they is. They going to go to that cell and they going to cry at night, nigga. They gonna pray to Allah, God, Buddha. They gonna pray to everybody. Please let me out. Please give me a chance. They gonna snitch. They gonna lie. They gonna cheat. They gonna do all of that shit, bro. And then all of that gonna happen, and they gonna be at the end of the day before they trial. They gonna be broke as hell with no lawyer. Then they gonna take a plea deal for 25 years instead of facing 50, and you ain't gonna see them for the next 24, 23 years. So if that's what you want, if you want to go do that. Go ahead. Go gang bang. Yeah, on the crib, cuz. Go do all that. Put the blue flag on there. You know what I'm saying? Take a picture with your foot like this. Whatever the fuck that mean. With your foot, when they got the foot one way and the other foot like that. Do all that shit. Cuz on the hood, cuz. Take all the B's out, pussies. Do all that shit. And then go to jail for 25. You got to accept all of it, though. You can't.
Off the case.
Can't have stuff
and from
in
the court
shit.
documents, Luce Cannon is asking to represent himself. He wants to be his own lawyer. This man, Luce Cannon, thinks he's so diabolical that he can outmaneuver, out-trick, out-craft a prosecution team for the feds. All right, man. Yo, bro. I don't think Luce Cannon ever coming home, man.
Hell no.
And then you got
I've
the
been
fake
saying
Luce
that the whole
Cannon.
time.
You know, I seen on the docket that his lawyer is trying to fire him, but it's not set in stone yet. You know, so he trying to go pro per. We know that dude is dumb as rocks. How you gonna try to go pro per, man? You can't. The only thing you know how to say is sweetie. That's the only thing he know how to say. He don't know how to say anything else.
Bro,
he know how to lie like a mug, but he don't know how to do anything else, man. So the prosecutor is put out a response to the lawyer, basically saying that he wanted to quit, but they're saying that the lawyer gave Luce Cannon ample amount of time to find somebody else to be his lawyer, right? So I think to the point, man, if the judge, I don't know, they haven't ruled on it. They ruled on it on, I think, April 16 or 17 or something like that. The judge might appoint somebody else, but, you know, the trial is coming up. So the prosecutor, they arguing like, you know, this is crunch time. You know, the trial.
Yeah, his ass finna have a motherfucking public defender. Just like them old block niggas had. You see what I'm saying? Just like every one of these other niggas had, all these niggas, everybody. What you talking? All them niggas on OTF. Fucking half of YSL. Public defenders, bro. Public defenders. If like, I listen. I don't know what else to tell you.
Diss that man. So,
be honest with you.
You know, the judge might make that man, you know, defend Luce Cannon without no pay, because he probably haven't got no pay. You know, and I can agree, you know, and understand, you know, that the girl, she ran off, you know.
Shout out to Sharice, man. Sharice didn't run off, and Sharice is actually Luce Cannon's wife. I think she announced they have separated. I mean, Luce Cannon was probably in jail for about 8 months, man.
Yeah,
when they separated.
Another thing that's gonna happen to you. You think your girlfriend and your wife start seeing that your dumbass facing 40 years because you wanted to be a dumbass street nigga? You think she gonna sit around? How long you think she gonna stay around and wait for you? She got a life to live. She wanna have kids and travel the world and be in love and, you know, get fucked on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? She wanna do all that. She shouldn't have to give up her whole life because your ass out here being a fucking goofball, robbing niggas and beating niggas on camera. And gang banging hard as hell because you can't go get a fucking job and just be a regular person. She don't owe you the rest of her life, bro. So that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna go to jail. Your homies ain't gonna pay for no lawyer. All them niggas you was out there gang banging with, they ain't paying for no fucking lawyer for you. Your girl gonna leave you. And you just gonna sit in there. You're gonna have to take a plea deal because you don't have no other choice. So if they say you facing 70 years, we'll give you 30. You're gonna take the 30. Even though 30 is still damn near a life sentence for a lot of these niggas. These niggas is 30, 40 years old. You might be fucking dead in 30 years, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Luce Cannon is willing to lie on his brother.
Niggas is crazy.
What do you think Luce Cannon is telling that woman? Now, she did say the reason why they broke up is because, you know, she has given Luce Cannon multiple opportunities to be honest, and he just can't be honest.
Yeah.
Right? And we have seen, like, Luce Cannon has ran multiple plays while in jail. Like Luce Cannon lied about him and Big U being involved in a brawl, like his first week in jail. Right? Now, outside of Luce Cannon, you know, Bricc Baby is also getting some pretty bad news. So Bricc Baby, when he took his plea deal, he was hopeful that, you know, he was going to get 4 to 5 years, that the sentencing guidelines was 4 to 5 years.
Nope.
His lawyer even pushed back his sentencing date so they could handle certain things to bring down his sentencing guideline, right? So how, you know, like the guidelines work, obviously, you know, based on your past history, based on your records, based on certain aspect of the crimes you did in the past, you have a guideline of where you fit in, right? The less you did, the lower your guidelines is. The most, you know, like the more you did, the higher your guideline is. So I believe Bricc Baby's lawyer was trying to handle some things, right? Like try to get some cases expunged, try to get some things dropped, try to handle some things before the sentencing, so hence those other things can't be put into consideration in figuring out what his guideline is. It looks like the lawyer was unsuccessful because when he got to court,
over with for all these
Bricc Baby was under the understanding he was taking his plea deal for 5 years.
5 years. Plea deal. 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of your life. The nigga's already probably 34, 35, 36 years old. Who wants to go do 5 years in prison? Why? For what? Because you want to be a gangbanger? Y'all grown as fuck. This is not goofy to y'all. And I'm the internet dork.
You know, they pulled the rug from under him and they gave him some really bad news in court.
Your boy Bricc Baby for a minute, and your boy Luce Cannon for a second. You know, Bricc Baby took a deal, right? We all understand Bricc Baby took a deal.
Right.
And Bricc Baby pushed his sentence back to April. But now we got another twist inside the deal. You know, Bricc Baby took the deal on the pretense that he was going to get 4 to 7 years.
Right.
In category 19. But when his PSI report came back, he's over the category 19. So now they're trying to give him from
10.
9.5 years to, I think, 115 months.
In the
so
feds,
like 10
right?
and a half years or something like that. So what his lawyer have done, he filed a motion to...
I think all Bricc Baby did was have a gun, bro. All he did was have a gun. Like, this shit don't... Like, I don't understand a lot of shit like that, because when you tell me that if I put a switch on the back of my Glock, I can get an automatic 10 years plus I don't want the switch. When you tell me they giving out 50 years to niggas for selling bricks, I don't want no bricks. When you tell me that they niggas is getting life in prison for 1 murder or 2 murders or whatever the fuck the case, attempt murder, whatever it is, I don't want to commit the murder. I'm cool. Hey, bro, I'm straight. I ain't trying to go up in there. To me, it's very simple fucking logic. You know what I'm saying? And I would much rather put on my quarter zips, my polo shirts, and report to duty at the construction job. I'd much rather do that and be called a fucking nerd and stay out in the real world and live than gangbang on the SatCast and end up in prison for 10 years for all the nigga. I think the only thing the feds like raided his house and found like an AK or something, or like it was some type of like shooting or some shit. And I don't even think they tried him for the shooting because it was self-defense. They just tried him for having a gun. This is all fucking stupid, and they grown ass men doing this shit, bro. They not 16, 17. Like, they brains is fully developed. They still doing the same dumb ass shit.
I guess we send the pre-deal.
What do you want? I'm supposed to feel bad?
You know, but he want another judge to hear it because the judge signed off on that. See, the thing is this, though, what a lot of people need to understand. Bricc Baby, he signed that pre-deal, right? Instead of his lawyer reading the terms of the pre-deal, he should have stipulated up in there. Now, if Bricc Baby go over category 19, he have a right to rescind that deal.
Right.
So Bricc Baby lawyer didn't do his due diligence in that particular manner. And I don't know if he put Bricc Baby in a trick bag or anything like that, because we know that the prosecutor don't know what a category Bricc Baby gonna fall in, but the prosecutor do know what is his, past felonies. And
I blame the lawyer completely 100%, because the lawyer should know this. Like, the lawyer should have known, hey, Bricc, based on your criminal history, you might fall under this PSI. The lawyer should have...
He got a bullshit ass lawyer because he don't have no fucking money.
Done his homework and then brought the various options to Bricc Baby. Hey, bro, when you take this plea deal, you might get 10. Hey, bro, you might get 9. And give Bricc Baby his options. I feel like this lawyer, man, was probably rushing, right? Just trying to get through the motions, because they even pushed back the case because the lawyer claimed that they had another trial starting soon and they needed more.
Everybody can't afford the Drew Finlands and all these $1 million, $1 billion lawyers, bro. So when you paying 6, 8, 9,000, 10,000, all these little punk ass, little petty ass lawyers, and you got this big case, see, you supposed to pay 5,000, 10,000 for the gun charge that you trying to get wiped. That's what I did. I got my gun charge. We got that shit right up out of there quick. Drop charges, 10 racks, get to the lawyer. He know the fucking the prosecutor and all that. Zoom call, drop charges, 5 minutes, see you later. But I don't got no felonies. The guns was legal. They really wasn't supposed to take my guns in the first place. When this was in Miami, when they got to the car, the guns was already locked up in a case. You know what I'm saying? I really want to request that body cam footage, see if they got that footage. But yeah, like all that shit, bro. That's the little petty cases you supposed to pay 5,000, 10,000, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I think I paid 5,000 for me and my mans, so 10,000 all together. And we both got our charges dropped. But if I got 10 years holding over my head, you got to be paying at least 100 racks, at least, to have a decent chance. I don't think Bricc Baby got no 100 racks he could pay. And if he can't pay, he can't prove it to the courts how he paying it.
Time to work on Bricc Baby PSI. So Like the lawyer clearly F Bricc over.
Drop the ball.
Now, hopefully this could be reversed. Hopefully Bricc. Now, I wouldn't suggest Bricc take this to trial.
Hell no.
I wouldn't at all, right? Hopefully they could work out a more favorable plea deal. I'll be real, man. If I had to advise Bricc, baby, even like the worst come to worst, take it to trial or take the 10 years. Bro, take the 10 years, man. Take the 10 years, walk it down, come home, man. If I had to advise Bricc, baby, on what to do, that's what I would say. You don't want to take it to trial. Mm-hmm. You just there's just too much evidence they have. You don't want to take it to trial, bro. But I'm praying for Bricc, baby, man. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, man. All right,
my thing is shit, nigga. If I'm gonna take it to trial, if I'm a plead guilty, what the fuck am I hiring a lawyer for? That's what I don't be understanding. Like, nigga, you know you did it. You seen all the evidence they got on your dumb ass. And you still paid this lawyer $10,000. Hell yeah, he was trying to get it over with. He probably looked at this case like, man, this dumb ass nigga getting his ass locked up. Go ahead and give me like 20 racks real quick. We gonna sign the dumb ass guilty. Then the lawyer ain't doing no damn work. Nigga that bitch using ChatGPT.